Okay. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So let's get straight to it. How do you feel about discrimination?
I feel like discrimination happens all the time. People don't really notice it until it actually happens to them.
Okay. How do you feel about it towards women of color?
I feel like it happens all the time. Like if you see posts on Twitter, they'll be like, "Oh, she's cute." For a black girl, how come you couldn't just say like she was cute? Like it happens all the time.
Okay. Do you think black women are ghetto?
No, I don't think they're ghetto because ghetto is a place.
Do you assume all black people know how to fight and are always loud?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you think we all steal?
No,
Do you think that all black women will end up being a single mother?
no.
Do you think they're not as intelligent as Okay. Do you think they're not as intelligent as everyone else of different races?
No, I think if you apply yourself, it doesn't matter what race you are, you will be able to do whatever you want.
Do you think this is a big social issue? Why or why not?
I think it is a big social issue because people brush it off all the time and they think it doesn't happen anymore, but it happens daily.
Great. Do you want to make a change?
I do.
Does this topic bother you? Why or why not?
The topic doesn't bother me, it just bothers me that people don't talk about it that much.
Okay. Have you ever been discriminated against?
Yes.
What happened?
Because I'm both black and white, um, I'm either too black for the white kids or too white for the black kids. And even when I do hang, like most of my friends are people of color, and when we all hang out, we always get ridiculed, and they always think we're gonna be loud and distracting.
Okay. How does that make you feel?
Kind of upset.
Okay. Um, why do you think this is still a current issue?
I think it's still a current issue because it just depends on how you were raised. If your family has a certain belief, you'll grow up having the same beliefs.
Okay. Have you ever tried to make a change on this issue?
I've tried.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Sandra Bland story?
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
It's kind of like it makes you think. Like she was sitting in her car, and then you know she gets arrested, and then you read about it and you hear it on the news, and you see her mugshots, and then you hear that she could have possibly been dead while her mugshots were taken, and she was abused in prison. It's pretty sad.
Okay, yeah, it is. Have you heard about the Oscar Grant case?
Yes, I have.
And so, how do you feel about that?
Well, I first really heard about it when I watched Fruitvale Station when I was younger, but I didn't think it was an actual like based off a true story until like I've talked with my family and they told me that it was a real thing, and I was thinking like he was just going out with his friends, and then the police stopped him, and then he ends up being killed, and he can't go back to his family.
Exactly. Okay. Have you heard about the Trayvon Martin story?
Yes, I have.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's one of the like bigger cases. Um, just a young black male walking down the street. He had a hoodie, no different than the one I have on, and he just had some Arizona and some Skittles, just a little snack, going about his day. And then a police officer who's off duty. I get that he still wants to make sure everyone is safe, but I don't understand what made him fit. What made Trayvon feel like? What made the police officer feel like Trayvon wasn't safe?
Okay. And so, Knowing the stories behind all these videos or incidents that happen, do you look at America different?
A little bit.
And why do you look at it different?
Because America, we're supposed to be like one big diverse country, but it's really no point if you're being targeted because you are diverse.
Do you know anybody who has been targeted for being diverse?
Yeah, like people all the time. Like if you're Indian, people talk about how you have a turban on, or if you're Muslim and you're wearing your hijab. Like people are afraid of you, but you haven't done anything.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. How do you feel about discrimination?
I don't agree with it, but I know that it's widely spread throughout like our society, within schools or within the streets. Doesn't matter where you're at, you're gonna find discrimination. It's not just towards like one race, but each race has their own discrimination against them.
Okay. How do you feel about it towards women of color?
As a woman of color myself, I feel like it's very common nowadays. We have multiple like stereotypes about us, and some to do with like our hair or how we act, how we pronounce words, because if we're too proper or too smart and intelligent, we're not black anymore. So that's kind of annoying.
Okay. Do you think black women are ghetto?
I think there's a ghetto person of every race. Just if we're ghetto and we're black, it's like, okay, yeah, they're black. But then again, people mistaken black for ghetto when black is a color. You cannot act a certain color, and ghetto can be seen within all the races, not just one group.
Okay. Do you assume all black people know how to fight or are always loud?
No, people have more character than others. If that's one thing, that's who they are. They're loud, they're loud. And I personally have never gotten into a fight, so I'm not a fighter and I'm black. So that means that not all black people can fight. Some can, but again, some white people can, some Indians can, everybody can fight if they wouldn't know how.
Okay. Do you think we all steal?
No, I know some parts of the country they're struggling, they'll steal as an alternative way to get money. But then I've seen many American people do it. I've seen all races steal. It's just the fact that if we steal, it's just a part of our stereotype. So it's just like they're like, oh yeah, it's common, they're black, whereas everybody steals.
Okay. Do you think that all black women will end up being a single mother?
No, because we have a lot of independence and we're more empowering. Not saying that no one else is empowering, but we have a background of just being, I don't know, more independent, and we don't go around like that. Some women can, some girls can, but it's not all black people just having sex.
Okay. Do you think that we're not as intelligent as everyone else of different ethnicities?
No, everybody's intelligent as long as you work hard and you want to be smarter and you try out your brain and read more. You can be intelligent if you want to, and if you don't, that's who you are. But that has nothing to do with race. Everybody has the capacity of growing their mindset, I guess.
Okay. Do you think this is a big social issue? Why or why not?
Yes, because I've been told, or not told, but people expect me to be dumber or not as smart or not as driven because I'm African American, because of different things. But then again, I'm probably someone who's very straightforward. I really want to go to college, but because of my race, people discourage me.
Okay. Do you want to make a change?
Yeah.
I don't want to work with black people because they have this stereotypical thing going on that, oh, black people don't do work, they're not as smart as me, they don't know this, they don't know that, they don't know how to do it, so I'll do it by myself. Oh, they cheat, they do this, when in all reality is half of us are better than everything. Let's just say sports. Black people, a lot of I'm not saying it's not, other races that aren't good at it, but Usain Bolt, African, Jamaican, that's his ethnicity. He is a really big he is a really fast runner. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to run. He knows how to keep his stuff up. Let's see, Venus and Serena Williams. They are also good. They know what they're doing. They know how to do it. They don't need anyone to tell them what to do, how to do it. They are good tennis players. They have this. Let's see who else. Muhammad Ali, one of the biggest boxers. Mike Tyson, big boxers. You know, that's your sports. Stephen Curry, basketball. That, like, you know, we're just good at that. Let's see, Maya Angelou, a poet. Tupac Shakur, poet, rapper, but he rapped about real stuff. And people have this perspective as that black people want to be a rapper, gangbanger, thug. But no. Yes, Tupac was that, but Tupac had poetry. Tupac was good. And it just connects to education because people don't want to hang with us or don't want to work with us or don't want to be in a group with us because they think of the fact that she's not going to do work or he's not going to do work because they witnessed something else from another black person before. But everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves that chance. You can't just base somebody off of what you've seen from another person. That person isn't them. That person doesn't do what they do. So you need to give everybody a chance and let them all be accepted with this. And, you know, and I just want to bring up the fact that black people are being taken advantage of. Simple as that. People in this world hate us. Let's just talk about Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Sandra Bland. Trayvon Martin went to the store at Arizona Skittles with a hoodie on, got shot dead because they thought that he looked suspicious. Just because he was a black kid wearing a hoodie. What was he gonna do with Skittles in Arizona? What bad thing could you do with that? Let's see. Sandra Bland got pulled over in a car. She could have got a little $50 ticket. I believe she ran a stop sign or a light. I believe that was what the problem was. Come to find out, her mugshot pictures, it's her dead, laying on the ground. She was dead. For what? She didn't do anything. There's a live video footage of her being in the car. The police came and they were just being disrespectful to her, being rude. That's another story. Oscar Grant, Fruitvale BART station. People don't understand. This is real life stuff. He going out New Year's, San Francisco, on his way back home to Oakland, California. He gets into an altercation on the BART train with another gentleman, and basically they get off the train. The police come, pull him down, send him to the side. Police say, "Oh, you guys are gonna go to jail." Da, da, da. And he just asked for what? The police claim, and then they got into a little altercation. The police thought, quote unquote, thought he was getting his taser, when obviously you can see the difference between a taser and a gun. Even if you did think it was, you could feel the difference. A taser don't feel like the gun.